Imagine this. You hit the best drive of your life on a short par 4, leaving a short iron or a wedge into the green. Perfect scoring opportunity. And then boom, you chunk it, you come up short, frustration, right? In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to hit these better with one simple drill. Hey golfers, I'm Justin Riker, PGA head golf professional here at Magnolia Greens in Leland, North Carolina. Welcome to another Frustration Fix Friday, where I look at different parts of your golf game and help you find the simplest fix so you can get back on the golf course and have that competitive edge over your playing partners. In today's episode, we're going to look at why do we chunk our short irons and wedges with one simple fix. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty golfers, before I give you that drill, we got to look at why do we chunk short iron and wedges so much when it comes down to the better scoring opportunities. All right, so when I work with my ladies and my men and my juniors, what are we all trying to do? We're trying to hit the best golf shot, obviously, but there's usually one swing fault, all right, that we get into, and it's trying to help this golf ball up in the air, whether it's a driver, an iron, or a wedge, all right? And the root of this problem is really going to be ball position, okay? When I work with a lot of my ladies and some of my senior men and juniors, all right, their ball position for a pitching wedge is going to be too far forward, so too close to our front foot. When we get ready to swing and we go back, we transfer our weight to our back side, and then they have a tendency, I bet probably some of you do, leave the weight on the back side, all right? So all this weight is on the back side, then we early release the golf club, so we have a hinge and then we early release it, so we hit way behind the golf ball. Now, because our weight is on the backside, it hasn't transferred forward, the low point of our golf swing moved from maybe being somewhat close to the golf ball to way back here, and now when we swing, because our weight is on the back, we've early released, now we don't hit the best of shots. So if we're going to look at how to hit these shots better, we have to, one, fix our ball position, not being so towards the front, maybe towards the middle of our swing, all right? When we swing, we then have to make sure that, yes, we have weight transfer to the backside of our swing, but then we have to make sure that we're transferring it forward. Thus, it will move our swing center from being too far behind to now hopefully just in front, and you'll get some shots that look just like this. Stay tuned for the drill that's going to help you start hitting shorter iron and wedge shots better. Alrighty golfers, here's your drill. You're gonna need 5 golf balls, an alignment stick, and hopefully a spray paint can. But ask your golf course first before you spray this line on the ground. Alright, so you've got 5 golf balls on this ground. You're gonna draw a straight line, roughly 1 club head width away from each other. Okay, you're also going to have your alignment stick somewhat close to the golf balls, but leave yourself about a club head width from the last golf ball to it. All right, you're going to start with the closest or the furthest one away, working yourself back. All right, so our goal, we're going to do this very, very slowly. Okay, so maybe half speed swings, maybe even half swings. Okay, where they're about hip high. If you go a little bit further, that's fine. We're just going to do this slow for the first couple. Okay, so we're going to work on ball position, making sure it's more towards the center of our stance, all right? And we're going to make sure that as we go back and we're going to transfer our weight forward, hold this wrist hinge just a little bit longer. We're going to try to hit ball first, and the reason why we have a line down on the ground is to see if we can get the divot to start either on the line or just after it. This is how you start compressing these shorter irons and wedges and getting them to go further, straighter, and then you can start transferring to longer clubs, okay? So, here we go. I'm gonna do just a couple half swings, all right? Try to get my weight to go back, through. All right, that started after the line. Now we're gonna do this again. Let's see if I can give you one where it starts before the line. What does that look like? Okay, that started about a ½ inch behind. It felt a little chunkier to me. These next couple, we're gonna see if I can speed up the process, all right? where I go back, transfer all my weight to the backside that I can. As I come through, really try to compress this golf ball where I hit it first and get that divot in front of the line. It was too much like the last one. It started just a fraction behind that line. So that's not, it's still a good shot, but it's not a great shot. All right, so 2 more here. Ball's towards the middle part of my stance. Transfer my weight back. And then hit that line. Okay, caught it a little thin, but my divot was definitely in front of the line. Last one, we're gonna go at this just like we would on the golf course. We just have a line down. And then hopefully we hit this one good. Definitely in front of the line. So do this drill. First, get permission to make sure you put down a line. I'm going to show you next how to do this without putting down a line so you don't get in trouble at your golf course. Alrighty, golfers. If you can't put a line down on your range using a spray paint can, that's okay. We can still do this drill without that. All you're going to need, golf balls, of course, your alignment stick, all right, and then two golf tees. What you're going to do is you're going to put the 2 tees roughly about a 1/2 inch outside of the toe and the heel of the golf club. You're gonna then take the golf ball and place it in the middle of those 2 tees. All right, you're still gonna have your alignment stick down here on the ground so you can look at your ball position, making sure that it's not too far forward, because like I said in the beginning, that's one of our faults if we're hitting fat shots. The ball position starts getting too far forward. So we wanna move that back to where it's maybe more middle, all right? Maybe just slightly in front of middle. Our goal is still going to be the same, of making sure we hit the golf ball first, then the ground. That's the reason for the 2 tees. So if you do this correctly, so weight transfer forward, get our swing center from being way back here behind the golf ball to now just a little bit in front, and we make sure that we don't early release this golf club too early. We're going to hit golf ball first and then have a divot in front of the tees. All right, and it would look something just like this. All right, I have a divot that's probably roughly 1 inch in front of the tees, just like I did with the line. Now, if you'd like to come see me here at Magnolia Greens and work on how to hit your short irons better, I'll leave that down in the description below. And if you can't come see me, down in the description below is going to be a link to my Skillist app, where I would love the chance to work with you no matter where you are. If you would, leave me a comment down below. How is your ball striking, and does this drill help you? As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.